Hello everyone, today is February 15th, 2018. This video will be a how-to and a follow-up to the January effect videos, this method that I teach for free on how to take advantage of the market when something like this happens. You have a great opportunity. It works on most of the markets that follow the same principles as the Dow and the S&P 500. If you have not yet watched any of the previous videos based on the January effect, please do yourself a favor and do a search on the DayTradeToWin YouTube channel and learn the January effect for 2018, 2017, 2016, and all the previous years. We do this every year here to teach traders how to take advantage of the long term. Now, the way that this is going to follow up is after a very large and significant retracement that we've had. The volatility has been incredibly strong. The market went down, it stopped, and now it's starting to come back up. Now, because January had a higher closing price than open, the year should move higher consistently every time there's a pullback. We're going to make new highs, maybe not immediately, and it's not as if I can say, wait for it in March, wait for it in April or May, but it is going to occur eventually a few times throughout the year. I want to see the market test the new highs that have been made. So I'm going to use here this drawing tool to identify the 50% level between where the market stopped, a double bottom here, and a few points, maybe just a point or two above where the market is now breaking the midpoint with the momentum on the way up to test the highs is where, as a trader, I want to be. Now, this is not for everyone. Remember that these are potentially large numbers of profit as well as potentially large numbers of loss. So you have to be very careful. Trading is not for everyone. But the goal is to make either 1 times the ATR, so you're talking about a huge 70-point move, or testing the highs, which from here to here, 170 points. Now, I don't expect everyone to withstand a whipsaw or back and forth, waiting maybe a week or 2 weeks or more for it to reach this 170-point potential target. But it's very consistent. If you look back at history, it almost always happens. And I think really the key here is that if the market turns around and begins to drop or close below your stop, obviously always have a stop, but if it drops below where we are placing this midpoint level, that should be an instant indication to get out, because you don't want to hold on to a very large losing position, especially with this volatility. So you don't want to have a large loss if it reverses. It may have to go lower, for example, before it turns around and tests the high. But go ahead and take a look at the previous videos. Look at all the examples that we have with the January effect, as I would probably say 90% or more accurate of a method as a swing trader. And you're going to see, and I would say within 30 to 60 days maximum. Actually, I think 50 days is the top of what I'd like to wait for it to see to test the highs. I don't want to see this chop around and go back and forth. I want to see an instant and more direct move right to the highs, to 28.80, right up here. Now, today, for example, I did receive a few emails, people that and traders that follow DayTradeToWin and take advantage of these moves in these videos. If the entry happens to be a few points above the midpoint, so even if it's 2707 right here, and the out sign was long, was positive halfway through the day, and you decided to go long, what is a move like this for today going to give you? So from here to here, you're looking at roughly 25 points. Not too bad for something that we were waiting for and something that we were counting on occurring. Those of you that want to attend the mentorship class, February 22nd, a new class begins. If you have any questions, please email us at support@daytradetowin.com. We can help you get set up with a free charting platform to help you practice. If you have any questions on any of the products, the Trade Scalper, the Atlas line, the ATO2, feel free to email us or call us. We'll guide you in the right direction for the method that fits your trading style. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye now.